Hi, my name is Rita Okada, and I'm sitting here with Dr. Mbughuni of the History Department. We're going to discuss the Yoruba people of West Africa before the transatlantic slave trade. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. All right, let's start. What type of religion would you say that the Yoruba people have?
Yoruba people are very interesting. They have a set of beliefs that I think are very important and unique for West Africa. Their religion is based on spirits, and it's based on this set of beliefs surrounding this powerful God, which they call Olorun. And there are all these very interesting uh, deities, all these interesting mediums through which the Yoruba people can use to interact with the Supreme God, which they call Olorun.
So what do the Yoruba people believe that a Olodumare can do for them?
All right. Oduduwa is a very important and powerful for the Yoruba, especially in Nigeria. They believe that this is one of the first human beings brought here, is the father of the Yoruba people. And Oduduwa was brought to Ife, and he is the father of the Yoruba people. For example, they believe that Oduduwa created the 16 kingdoms, the 16 Yoruba kingdoms, and he is the father of the first, I believe, 12 sons of the Yoruba.
So what?
I'm sorry, 16 sons, the first 16 sons. Oduduwa is the father of the first 16 sons and the first 16 Yoruba kingdoms.
Wow. So who are some of the deities that these people worship, and what are some of their powers?
Now, I would be careful to say worship deities.
Okay.
Of course, Olorun is the supreme God. And if you want to appeal to Supreme God, you have to go through these mediums.
Okay.
And there are several of them. One of the most important one is Shango. Shango is one, God of fire. I control fire and thunder. And this is important because some of this made it into the Americas, into the diaspora. So you have Shango, for example. You have people in different parts in the Americas who Shango is a very important medium for communicating with the Supreme God. So that's one example I can give you.
Okay. So you would say that they honor them rather than worship.
Yes, I would be careful to say worship them.
Okay.
These are powerful mediums, and yes, they respect them. Yoruba people respect these mediums, and they appeal to them for certain favors, and they appeal to them, to these mediums such as Shango, and these mediums would have that direct contact with the Supreme God. So if you wanted a favor from God, you have to go through these mediums, and they will send whatever you're appealing for to the Supreme God.
Okay. So how would you say religion and politics are connected within this ethnic group?
Religion and politics are intricately connected. Very, very important in terms of the political structures, in terms of the way they worship not just God, but there's also a connection between their leaders. Political authority is often, for example, justified in terms of religion and spirituality. So, just to give you an example, some of the most powerful people who have the most political powers, would also often have some kind of spiritual powers. And so politics and religion prior to the coming of Europeans were intricately connected.
Is there anything else you can tell us about the Yoruba people?
Yes, I do want to highlight a couple of things. especially here at Spelman where we're studying African diaspora, I think it's important to remember the impact that the Yoruba people and the Yoruba religion has had on the Americas. And you have things such as candomblé in Brazil that is partly influenced by Yoruba people and how they practice their spirituality. Lukumi is another a practice that's common in the diaspora that has been influenced by some Yoruba practices.
All right, well, it was nice speaking with you, and I thank you for this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.